Nancy, what's up? So CSI found this on our victim. Is it some sort of drug? Do you know what it is at all? I don't know, maybe it's something new that kids are trying to say. Yeah, let's head over to the lab and maybe we'll grab a coffee? Yeah, we should do that.
Hey Annie! Oh, hi. So we found this at the crime scene and we were wondering whether you could help us figure out what it is.
Have you seen it before?
Looks like a salt. Calcium halide? Oh, okay. Is there any experiment that you can do? Sure.
Follow proper safety procedure while doing this lab. Put on the goggles, tie up your hair, and do not wear any loose or baggy clothing.
So the materials that you will need for this lab include a Buckner funnel, an Erlenmeyer flask, 40 milliliters of distilled water, 2 150 milliliter beakers, filter paper, graduated cylinder, and a watch glass.
The first step is to measure out all the materials necessary. After you put the weighing paper on, make sure you zero the scale. First, you have to measure out about 2 grams of the unknown calcium halide and about 2.5 grams of the sodium carbonate. In addition, find the mass of the filter paper that you will be using in this experiment. Then measure out 20 milliliters of distilled water in a graduated cylinder 2 times. Pour 20 milliliters of water into each of the 2 beakers. Now it is time to create your solutions. Pour your sodium carbonate sample into the beaker with 20 milliliters of water. Then you must thoroughly stir to ensure that all the solute dissolves. You might have to do this for a minute or 2. Then repeat the step for the calcium halide. Now mix your 2 solutions together by pouring the contents of one beaker into the other. Next, set up your filtration system. Attach the pipe on the sidearm Erlenmeyer flask to the water vacuum. Turn on the faucet. Then, attach the Buckner funnel to the top of the flask. Make sure that it is secured tightly. Now use distilled water to wet your filter paper before putting it on top. After securing it, you can start pouring your mixture on top. Make sure to do this slowly. If there's excess mixture left in the beaker, you can use distilled water to flush the sides. After your precipitate is gathered, you can remove it using the metal rod. Do this carefully and slowly as it is a bit difficult. Then you can place your filter paper on the watch glass. Then you can give the watch glass to Miss Pig to put in the oven. It'll take about 10 minutes to dry. Then you can ask Miss Pig to remove the watch glass from the oven for you. After it has cooled down a little bit, you can remove the filter paper and weigh it on the scale. Now let's look at the reaction at play here. The sodium carbonate reacts with the unknown calcium halide to produce an aqueous solution of sodium halide and a precipitate of calcium carbonate. Because you know the mass of this from the amount of precipitate that is collected, you can use this to calculate the molar mass of the sodium halide, thus learning the identity of the unknown halide just as our handy-dandy lab specialist did.
Hey, what's up? I got your results. So what'd you find? Oh,
Looks like someone doesn't want us to know what the mysterious substance is. Also, in terms of cleanup, you can pour the solutions down the sink and throw the precipitate out. Make sure to clean all beakers and any glassware used. Good luck figuring out the mystery.